Welcome to our presentation on the background of communication disorders in children. There are many varieties of communication disorders, and they have different effects on individual children. Students with communication disorders are the second largest group of children in special education classrooms, making up about 19% of the programs. Communication disorders occur when a child has difficulties talking to and/or understanding others. A communication disorder can be categorized as language or speech disorder or a mixture of the two.
Communication disorders can come from a variety of sources, including injury, neurological or emotional instability, lack of voice, cognitive development problems, or restrictions in motor function. Speech disorders can be defined as students who cannot produce sounds effectively for speaking. They affect about 5% of school-age children. Speech disorders can be broken down into articulation problems and fluency disorders. Articulation problems are the most common communication disorders. This include lisp, slurring sounds together, addition, adding sounds where they should not be, substitution, substituting one sound for another, or omission, leaving out sounds entirely. It is important to remember that communication is not fully developed until the ages of 6 to 8, so should not be corrected until that age. Stuttering is the most common articulation disorder and happens when someone gets stuck on a sound, such as stuttering. The cause is unknown, but it could be emotional, neurological, or learned behavior. Another type of speech disorder is voicing problems, which include problems in pitch, quality, loudness, either too loud or too soft, or monotone, speaking without inflection.
The other category of communication disorders is language disorders. Language disorders are marked by a language ability that is deficient when compared to other children in the same age and cultural group. Evidence of a language disorder can be shown in children who rarely speak or who use few words and/or short sentences while speaking. Other signs of language disorders can include relying on gestures to communicate and also having problems expressing themselves in writing. There are two main types of language disorders, the first one being expressive. Children who have difficulty producing words and sentences show signs of expressive language disorders. Some cases of expressive language disorders involve only one area showing deficiency, which can result in a child having a broad vocabulary but experiencing difficulty forming sentences. The other main type is receptive language disorders, and they are shown in children who have difficulties understanding language. They are also referred to as auditory processing disorders and are thought to be less common than expressive language disorders. Receptive language disorders can cause deficits in a child's understanding of both spoken and written language.
In summation, there are many types of communication disorders, including speech and language disorders in various forms. These all seem very overwhelming, but are easy to handle if the teacher is equipped with the proper tools to handle the situation.